a lot of you guys are a lot like me, especially when I was first starting out my lifting journey. And if you're anything like me, you've always looked up to the John Cena's, The Rock. You know, we had the Superman and Batman. And we looked up to people like, you know, Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler. And now we look up to guys like Sam Sulek and all these people that we look up to, all these masculine dudes that we've, you know, idolized in a way, that we want to be like, all have something in common. And I'm sure you guys can guess, you know, what all that is. And that's their physiques, man. And then if you're anything like me as well, you either know this or maybe you don't know this yet, but you find out that every single one of those physiques that you see, it's not attainable unless you're taking copious amounts of health-risking steroids and supplements and all this crazy expensive shit that, you know, it's illegal to even have in your possession, right? And I'm here to tell you that that's bullshit. Well, yes, a lot of the guys I just listed are taking all that. I'm not crazy, right? I'm 100% natural myself. And people call me fake natty and all this bullshit. Here's a picture because I have my shirt on. It's cold as fuck. But it is 100% possible to have a physique that you could never even imagine yourself having without steroids. And there's a certain way that you can get there. And it took me, you know, years upon years of actual lifting, trying what works and what doesn't, to actually figure out what's going to build you the most muscle over time. And this process is, this is probably, if you just really want to get really, really jacked, you're on that side, you're on the physical side, you want to have a six-pack while having, you know, big, gigantic bicep. Mind you, I'm a big, tall guy, so my bicep, look, my hand is big. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's my social proof for you guys. If you want to get like that, have a good six-pack, be ripped, still be shredded, there's a certain way to get there, and I'm gonna explain that right now. One thing you absolutely have to understand, first of all, is how important it is to actually fall in love with the lifting, the gym, you know, the eating, the macros, all that shit that sounds boring and monotonous, that like sucks to actually do. Number one, you have to fall in love with it. You have to build an actual passion. You know, you can't just be a weekend lifter. You can't just be, one of those dudes who relies on motivation or discipline. As you guys know how I feel about how bullshit discipline is, right? You have to actually enjoy it. And you might be saying, Tanner, like, how? How the hell? You know, I hate lifting. This might not apply to me. You might have already clicked off this video, right? How the hell can I actually fall in love with something that I hate doing, or something that feels like pulling fucking teeth just to get yourself to the gym? And I'm going to answer that question with a very, very simple belief switch that you must understand first. And that's that your mindset, if that's how you're thinking, is bitchy. It's bullshit. It's soft. And I don't blame you, right? I was there too. I'm not trying to be a dick. We live in a soft ass fucking world. And you have to first escape that to even have the beliefs necessary to put in the work, to even want to get to the gym. You have to have a belief shift. You have to believe that you can actually be different than 95% of the people you see when you're walking around. You go to Walmart and everybody's fat or got a double chin, bad posture, looks depressed, because that's our world that we live in. And you have to escape that with your beliefs first. And that's the first step to actually building a passion. You have to be able to see. You have to be able to actually picture yourself with the biceps. Picture how you act, not only the physical things, but how you act if you had the biceps or the six-pack. What time you wake up in the morning. What do you feel when you wake up? What is the first thing you eat? You need to be able to picture and truly identify with that as step numero uno. Nothing else comes before that. Then you actually get into the actions. Only then, once you build the belief, you move down to the other side. Imagine this is a triangle. You get to the actions. You know, what actions? This is when we get into the hitting the gym, waking up early, fucking tracking your macros, eating protein, buying protein powder, the shit that actually moves the needle that you do on a day in, day out basis. And the reason why nobody, even if you do shift your beliefs, everybody gives up in this step. Everybody gets almost to this point where they're almost going to go to the gym forever and never look back, and they get to this point right here. And it's the number one thing I see with guys in my program or guys in my community, and that is you have to understand that imperfect action is necessary. I was always somebody who only does things if I could do them optimally, right? Like when I started journaling in my journal every day, I only wanted to do it like if I had the best method to actually get shit done. I didn't want to feel like I was wasting time or digging myself a deeper hole. But all that is a fucking illusion. That's just a paralyzation and an illusion to get you to take way longer on what should take days. It'll take months of what should take days if you can't master taking imperfect action. Because guess what? Just doing the things, just getting, like doing things that are even like half-assed, just putting your effort into things that might not move the needle 100%, but move it 10% is a prerequisite to actually like doing it the right way. You cannot just jump to doing it the right way right away. Imagine if you tried to teach a fucking baby who can't even walk how to run a 100-meter dash around a track. You can't even fucking walk yet. Learn how to walk and you'll at least get closer to your destination. Fuck doing a 5-minute mile if you can't even walk 10 steps. And you see how fucking stupid and simple it sounds when I clarify it. The reason it sounds that way is because we live in such a soft world where everything's at our fingertips and we want these quick microwave easy results. And we overcomplicate things because our brains aren't wired to be like, oh shit, this is all I have to do. Like it's really fucking easier than you think. Your brain's not wired to just be able to fucking look at the best workout split of all time after a 30-second Google search. It used to take years of foraging information and trial and error to even get a basis of that. Now it's at your fingertips. And I'm a fucking personal trainer, coach online with a bunch of guys, and I'm saying that. Not because I think my product is bullshit, but because I think, or I understand that it's all there. And what people pay for is the accountability, right? The accountability, the implementation. But the information, which is all you really need, is there for you already. Can actually have that belief shifted into the actions. You can simplify those actions. And then you get to the third step, which completes the triangle, which is drive. Drive. And you might be saying, Tanner, like, okay, drive, like, how is that different from actions or belief? Drive is such a simple thing, but you have to have the belief in the actions and simplify them enough to rewire your mind to develop this drive. And what drive is that fucking dog inside of you that no matter what the fuck happens in your life, if you pop a tire on the way to work, you're still gonna get there. Or you fucking run out of pre-workout and your headphones die, you're still gonna get a fucking 8 out of 10 lift. And you're not gonna let it get in your way at all. The dog inside of you to say, I don't give a fuck if my friends are going to the bar tonight. I didn't lift. And I'm going to feel like a bitch. I'm not going to be able to fucking sleep if I don't get to the gym. That's what drive is. And that's what everybody lacks. That's what's lacking in the world. So the world is pulling you away from even having the belief. And if you have the belief, you can start to do the actions, but you're so overcomplicated by this influx of information that if you finally simplify it enough to fucking have the drive to like actually become a dog and get shit fucking done, GSD, get shit done, the world still wants to pull it away from you because everybody else isn't even on the fucking level of thinking that you're on. And that's why nobody's in fucking shape. And you can simplify all this by just having a fucking mentor who did it the hard way, who can walk you through this shit. That's why I post content. Yes, I sell fucking speed and implementation of this, and I get guys in shape 10 times faster than they could alone, but I at least post this free content for you guys so you can at least get the basis. This is all you need. If you really want to take your life to the next level, you know where to find me. To talk to me personally, no other bullshit salesman enough than me in the comments, book a call. But you don't need that. You just need to fucking understand what I'm telling you and implement it. Because guess what? If you want to be like The Rock, if you want to be like fucking Batman like you say you want to be, if you want to get the girls, right? If you want to fucking have the confidence, if you want to get the promotion at your fucking job or even get another job in the first place, all of this shit stems from not being a soft little bitch physically with big old titties and then soft mentally from your lack of discipline and mindset and implementation because you don't have the passion to get shit done because the world is taking away your testosterone and all this shit where if you actually fix your mindset, your testosterone will fucking skyrocket. You'll get back in the groove and you'll actually be able to do things with your life and not be a fucking 40-year-old depressed man with 3 fat kids and a fat wife and no money because you never actually took the step to fucking improve your life and not be a soft little man titty having bitch. I know you guys get mad when I get so hard in the paint, but the right people will understand this the right way. And you'll understand I only say this out of passion. I only want the best for you guys. I only want you guys to get fucking ripped, and then you'll realize what the fuck is. It is easier to get women, bro. They respect me more, or it is easier to fucking make money, or I feel more confident. I can go to the beach with my shirt off and my son looks at me and he's actually inspired, you know? Like, they don't, like, imagine if you're fat, bro, your son is gonna look up to fucking Batman, or your son's gonna look up to Ronnie Coleman and all these people instead of you, bro. And that's cool, man. They can have role models, but like, think about what you're doing to yourself. You're taking your power away. You think your wife's gonna fucking listen to you when you have big old man titties, or you're a scrawny little bitch, when she could go to the bar and find 10 dudes that look like me? You know, who are 6 foot tall, jacked, handsome. Like, you are competing against these fucking people, man. You think anybody's going to respect you or listen to you in times of crisis? Hell fuck no, bro. And I'm praying that everybody who watches this video at least gets a touch of guidance to where they can turn their lives around, because that is the whole point. Now, I've taught you how to build a passion to get to this insane levels of physique that you didn't even think was possible, because the world has taken it away from you. Reminder, this is all you need to actually get in the greatest shape of your life. Watch this video 5 times if you have to take notes. And if you need extra help, I'm always here. You know where to find me. Instagram, YouTube, same name. Links are in the description. I love each and every one of you guys. I truly fucking do. I mean that from the bottom of my fucking heart, man. I really do. But if you do not implement this information, it will be useless. So implement it. I love you guys. God bless each and every one of you. Have an amazing rest of your day and get to work.